why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it? I don't pay attention to things I don't like.
What's the answer?
The answer is the liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still going to be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer. Black people have lost their identity, but our oppressors have not lost our identity. That's just why they chopped those noses off of the Pharaoh and the Sphinx in Egypt in the first place, is because without this nose, we can tell you this is whoever it is. But with that nigga nose, it can only be niggas. Why would somebody vandalize a whole face and only vandalize one part? Nobody wanted to knock an eye off or take an ear off or no chins missing. No, just the nose.
So white people will never leave black people alone, and I'm going to tell you why. White society's obsession with black people isn't new. It's centuries old. If you think about slavery, colonialism, and exploitation, from the start, white wealth in America was built off the backs of black bodies. Sugar, cotton, tobacco, rice. This wasn't just economics. It was a system where white people's very identity was shaped around controlling and owning and watching black bodies. But here's the wild contradiction in all of this, right? While trying to dehumanize us, white culture has always been obsessed with us, right? They copied our music, our style, our language, our food, even our rhythm, all while denying us basic rights. Think about jazz and rock and hip hop and fashion, all born out of black genius, only to be taken, watered down, and sold back to the world with a white face on it. So why can't they just stay away? Because in a system that is built both on exploitation and envy, distance is impossible. White supremacy depends on keeping black people in place, close enough to use, control, or imitate, but never free enough to threaten the hierarchy. It's a sick paradox, fear and fascination at the same damn time. On a psychological level, it's projection. White folks will project their guilt, their fear, and their insecurities onto blackness, and then turn around and crave the very life, culture, and resilience they tried to destroy. It's like they want the sauce, but not the struggle. Now, to be real, not every white person acts like this, but the system, the way whiteness has defined itself against blackness, makes it so this obsession keeps resurfacing. Whether it's over policing or culture appropriation or trying to legislate our lives, it always comes back to the old need to dominate mixed with a quiet desire to be what they can't.
Like, oh, why do you hang out with so many black people?
Get that? Listen, the white man is so obsessed with a black man's dick, he made his missiles to look like one. All these torpedoes and missiles he bombed the world with come from this structure right there. And if you think I'm bullshitting, that's why every nigga hung, they would castrate him. Every nigga they hung, they pull his pants down, cut his dick off. Every nigga. Sometimes put in his mouth. Because that's his disdain for us. He know what it do to his woman and his daughter, and he hate us for it. And we ain't all of them. He know every man, so that's why they acting like that. And this was a good kid.
Man, what is up with the obsession of black people, dog?
How do you think if you eat watermelon and drink grape Kool-Aid, you're more likely to somebody?
I don't think that's a true statistic.
It's true. It's true.
Are you trying to make stereotypes?
What's a stereotype?
No comment.
Talking about fully unprovoked. I'm pretty sure this man has never had a interaction with black people to begin with. Since you want to talk about statistics, let's go there. So white males make up 31% of America. Yet they make up 71% of child acts. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know what I mean by this. And this is actually facts instead of the 1350 rule, which I broke down. You can go check that out. Like, this is real deal facts. And I didn't even mention the comments, bro. Like, when people say racism don't exist, go into these videos and look at the comment section, bro. It'll be people with no profile picture. Just imagine how many of these people are doctors, lawyers, you know, these are their burner accounts. They really feel like this about us. So, especially my black people that be coming here talking about, oh, I don't see race. They see it, motherfucker. The obsession with black people is extremely weird.
White people are obsessed with black people.
So I've decided to make a series about examples of white people's obsession with black people.
Now, there are white people who will accept really the fact that they at some point wanted, or they at some point want to be like black people, maybe being black or something. There are those who will accept the fact that our taste is black people, ladies and also gentlemen. And take a look at this video.
Like, oh, what?
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. You're so beautiful.
I know.
Jezebel eyes. Oh, there you are. Not a cloud in the sky. There you are. Are you going to Termont?
No.
Please, are you passing by it?
I'm not.
Please.
I can't take strangers.
Well, we're not going to like rob you. We're Irish. We're too poor to rob you. Honestly.
Too poor to rob you.
Honestly, we just need to live, please.
What's your type?
I think my type is physically the opposite of me. So, dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes.
Now, welcome back again. In my hand, I've written 3 things at the palm of my hand. As you can see, at the palm of my hand, I've written 3 things. Number 1, there is love. And number 2, there is fear. And number 3, there is admiration. Okay, I'm going to use these 3 words at large: the love, the fear, and the admiration in our video and in this discussion today. White people, do you agree and accept the fact that white people are very much obsessed with the black people? Now, many people have got their they have the insight on this, a lot of different kinds of insight on this, but white people are resisting on black people, white people segregating on black people, white people saying we don't want to associate ourselves with black people are bad people, we don't like black people, they are uncivilized, black people are illiterate, and many other things that disqualify a black person. But it is something that has been going on for a very long time. White people trying to express their bad feelings towards the black people. Every day you wake up, this one comes from a white person, the other thing comes from a white person. Every single day you're going to wake up on black people's disqualification towards, you're going to wake up on white people's disqualification towards black people. You're going to be asking yourself, why is it really happening that way? And I want to break it down according to the insight that I really have towards this whole issue. Number 1, a black person or a white person might be hating on a black person because of several reasons. It can be, number 1, because of love. It can be, number 2, because of fear. And it can also be, number 3, because of admiration. But again, we have many other things we can focus on. Like, for example, let's talk about the hidden admiration. We can also talk about the fear of social judgment. We can also talk about, let me say, cultural appropriation and maybe acceptance. Yeah. And we can also talk about power and control. We can talk about things like maybe supremacies or something, and many other things. But You cannot be hating on a black person just like that. Number one, black people are very much influential compared to the white people. Why? Because white people talk about the black people. White people, the topics they have on their daily life is about the black people. How black people are bad. How black people are, like, they would always talk negative about the black people. And somebody said, you can never talk about somebody if you don't love them. You definitely either love them or want to be like them, or you're trying to feel like these people look better than I look. And because I cannot be black like him or her because I'm already white, I just have to hate this person. So the hatred is built on the fact that you can't be like them. To some point, you wanted to be like them, or you feel like, I would rather have been created like a black person, but because I am a white person and this one cannot change the fact that I wanted to be black, so the only thing that I can do is to hate on a black person. They love being black. They love the black color. They love the black culture. They love the black kind of life and way of life. But they can't have the black color. They can't be black. They can't be considered black because they're already white. What follows? Hating on the black people. If you want something at some point in life and you can't get it, what do? You get angry. You start creating and developing attitudes and negative feelings towards this thing because you can't get it. If you're trying to court a girl, or you're trying to chase on a girl or hunt a girl, if you're a man, sometimes you end up developing feelings and some negative attitudes when you finally don't get hold of this lady. That is what you do many a times. You feel like you are frustrated or something like that. White people are frustrated because they cannot be black. White people are frustrated because they cannot have the values, the quality, the intelligence that the black people have. So the frustration exists because at some point in life, they want to be like black people. But because they cannot be like black people, they get very much frustrated. I want you to take a look at these videos of the whites' obsession on black people. Yeah? Number two, black people fear that if we don't, like, for example, they fear that if we embrace them, they will come above us. Now, this is what it is. Being born as a white person and or existing in life as a white person gives you some privilege in life, especially when you're living in the United States of America. The white people living in the United States of America, they've been given a lot of privilege. They are living better, they are living well, everything they want, they've been given for years. And that one really gave them, they felt like being a white person is a privilege, or it is very wonderful because you get a lot of privilege. So as much as they want to be black, they cannot show out they want to be black because they feel like if they begin embracing black, they're going to lose a lot of things. So they would rather remain being black. So they fear, embracing black people. They fear expressing their love publicly towards the black people because they fear losing a lot of things. They fear losing maybe the privileges. They fear other people will see them and black equally, and then they will start treating them equally, and yet they don't want that equality. They will want to continue getting the privileges. Number three, I wrote admiration. Just admire. I just want to be like them. They're good, they're looking better, they're looking well, and I feel like I want to be like them. I want to sing like they sing. I want to perform and do sports like they do sports. I want to do culture the way they do culture. Yeah, I want to do social life the way they do social life, and all that. Just admiration. Now, take a look at these videos of white obsession to blacks. I'll come back and say something at the end of it. But until then, let's take a look at the video. Before we take a look at the video, kindly don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you're watching me for the first time, just consider doing so. I will really do appreciate. Now, as you're watching this video, prepare your thoughts, have them shared with me in the comment section. I will do my best to make sure I read all of them and give a response where possible. But before it gets to that point, let's take a look at the videos. Welcome. Let's get it going.
White people are obsessed with black people, which is why racists exist. Because in order to be racist, you need to wake up every day and just continuously think about why you don't like a person or a group of people based on the color of their skin. In response to my video about the Young Republican group chat in which they joked about racism, anti-Semitism, gas chambers, I got several responses like this saying, "You're acting like black people don't talk about white people the same way we talk about you in your group chats." Black people do not think about white people at all. And I know that's probably hard for you guys to comprehend because you think about us so much. Our lives do not revolve around what white people are doing, what white people are saying. We do not talk about you guys when you're not in the room. We don't talk about you even when you are in the room unless you do something. Half of the commentary you see from black people, including myself, that is online, comes in response to you guys doing or saying some crazy shit. And in reality, the only thing that black people want is to be left alone by white people. But you guys won't leave us alone because you think about us all the time. And if you don't believe me, maybe you'll believe someone who looks like you.
Black people want to be left alone. They don't want revenge. They don't want to replace us, as some extremist groups have said. They just want to live life in peace, the way they want to live. They want family, they want love, and they want to live in a society where they know they belong here. They want society to also know that they belong here.
That's not culturally a thing that we do, but apparently it's something you do, so you think that we're sitting around pondering about what you're doing. This goes back to why white women think that they're the managers of the world, so they can come question black people and what they're doing. You can stalk us outside. You can have all these thinks and thought pieces about how we exist. And it's like, I've never really understood it, but it's because you guys are infatuated with the idea of, one, us being free citizens to think, vote, have jobs, and make money. Two, we're not subjugated by you literally like we used to be. Three, it's like a weird obsession where you want to be liked by us and you want us to think that you're cool. And four, a combination of all the above. But sorry, to answer your question, no, we do not have group chats where we sit around talking about white people. I hope that helps you on this beautiful Sunday. Stay blessed.
I have a theory about why black women and white women are having such a hard time getting along, and it starts with a story. When I first started teaching, I was in a teacher training program with 3 other women. 2 of them were black and 1 of them was Indian, and we started teaching at the same school, the same grade, at the same time. One of these women, a black woman, completely excelled. She did so much better than I did at literally everything. Classroom management, her test scores were high. She was excellent at literally everything. And something about her excellence didn't sit right with me. I just didn't feel good about it, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't feel good about it. It was internalized racism, but I didn't know that yet. So I had to sit with this idea of her being better than me and trying to figure out why it didn't feel good and feel comfortable for me. And of course, at the time, I didn't know that I needed to do the work of anti-racism, so I didn't think it was possibly because I could have internalized racism. I had to do a lot of study and thought about myself and what could possibly be making me feel this way about this woman. And here's what I discovered. Most of the media that I had consumed up to that point in my life had white people as the central characters. And the shows and other media that I consumed that had white women at the central characters often had black women as the side characters. These black women's role in these movies was to assist the white women, support the white women, advise the white women, but never to rise above the white women. Even shows that were about black women, like The Help, had white women as the central character and the black women as supporting characters. So I internalized the idea that black women were there to support me and to advise me, but not to rise above or become better than me. And that's why when this black teacher was way better and more talented than me, I felt some kind of way about it. Now, I'd imagine lots and lots more white women have also internalized the same idea, and that's why they feel okay stealing black women's content and not giving them any credit, because the black women are just there to advise them anyway. But most black women are natural leaders. Society has forced them to become leaders. And so we need to step aside and let them lead, even if it means checking our privilege and letting them lead us.
Now, I mentioned something about the black admiration. Listen to this. I want to read something for you. You see, white people, especially the exposed to black culture, creativity, resilience, and excellence, do admire black people. You see, white people who have exposed, like for example, the white people who have really come to Africa, they've been to black-only towns where the black people are at large, and so on and so forth. They really love the culture because they've been exposed to it. They understand how these people live, what these people do many a time. So they, to some point, they feel like we want to be like these people. Yeah, because we've been with them, we have interacted with them, we understand what they do and all that. You see, so they really admire being like these people. Black people are very strong. Black people are very excellent. Black people are very wonderful. You just don't know. White people who have experienced the love of the black people and the advantages and the happiness of being amongst the black people, they can explain this for you. Listen, the black culture, music, fashion, languages, sports, spiritual creativity, and many other things. Talk about sports. Look at how black people are performing in sports, even in white countries. Let's go to the United States of America. Who are many people that are performing sports in the United States of America? Talk about the likes of Shakila, the likes of like many people, marathon runners, the 100 meters champions, both ladies and gentlemen. Like, it is black people at large, okay? And therefore, this at some point feel like if we can be given an opportunity to be like black people and do things the same way black people do, it can be very good. But because they can't get it, what do? Hate on them. Now, we have the black strength and resilience in the face of the countries of injustice. Black people, despite going through difficult moments and difficult times in life, they are very much strong. Yeah, the black adaptability, how they adapt to difficult situation, really makes white people happy. They feel like, to some point, we want to be like these people, but they can't put it out because of the level of pride and the level of arrogance. I say, black people going through difficult moments, they can endure it, they can come out of it very strongly despite being pushed and pressed to the wall. They would still come out strongly. I want to be like this person. But because of the level of pride and arrogance, I can't show it out that I admire this person. So I'd rather keep quiet. I would rather continue showing the world that I hate this person, yet I do not hate this person. That is a white person. And that is why white people are very much obsessed with the black people. Again, the sense of community and authenticity often found in black spaces. You see, black people know one thing: how to keep people together, how to embrace, how to bring community, how to live socially, how to really interact with other people. When it comes to culture and coming together and living together and embracing each other and staying together, that is a culture of a black person. White person definitely is going to embrace it. Now, not just embracing and admiring to be so, wanting to be like these people. But because of the level of pride and arrogance, am I going to show out to the world that I really admire this culture from black people? I'm going to admire the black resilience, the black adaptability. I'm going to show it. Am I really going to show it? How will the world look at me? How will people say about me? Will they say that I'm admiring to be like a black person? They'll begin hating on me. I'm going out to lose the white privilege? No, I can't show it to the world. So what do? They continue hating on the black people, even if they don't want to hate on the black people. Again, we have the social pressure and social racial conditioning make it hard for them to express it because they feel like these people will talk about me. I can't express it. People will talk about me. People end up saying things about me. Okay? So there's a fear of social judgment. Another fear of social judgment, you find that they had the admiration avoiding to criticism and peer pressure from the family. Just what I said. They fear criticism. They fear people are going to criticize me. People are going to judge me and that is why I came across a story of a black woman who got married to a black man, and then people begin saying, so what did you see from this black man? So what did you see from this guy? Didn't you see white people around you that you can take and make them your husband or something? And this woman had to flee from America to a far land so that she can get out or she can avoid the criticism and all that. Okay, we have the cultural appropriation versus acceptance. So you all notice that many aspects of black culture and are loved globally, from hip hop, fashion, and slang to hairstyles and dances. Yeah, I had a Kenyan Beast explaining something about this a few in back videos about the black fashion, the black kind of music that white people really admire. They can't do it, but when they look at black people doing it, they feel like, this is what we want to be. This is how we want to be. We want to do it like how black people do it. We want to express it. We want to put it out, to bring it out, like how the black people bring it out. But now, what will the community say about us? Now, that is when we talk about now the social judgment. Yeah, people, what will people say about me if they listen to me singing hip hop or putting on a black fashion? What will they say about me? So they fear the criticism. They fear because the environment and the atmosphere in the United States of America or in a white land, this atmosphere has been created, or this environment has been created in that black people should not be loved. The system entails that you don't have to put a black person in a comfort position. And therefore, if you do it is like you love their way of music, you love their culture, you love everything they have, they're going to say, this person, we have to look at him or her with a second eye, you see. And therefore you feel like, because of this criticism, because of these things that I might end up having, I might end up coming across, I don't have to embrace this. I'm not going to embrace this. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep quiet. I'm going to hold on to it. I won't talk about it. I won't say anything about it because I don't want to be criticized. Deep down, you know very well, I love this black culture. I love this black way of life. I love how black do it. I want to do it like how black do it. But what are people going to say about me? How will people see me? Will people really love me about when I do this? Will they say anything good about me? Or they would end up saying, this person is embracing a black culture, he's a bad person, or something like that. So the society has made it difficult for people to actually live the life they want to live. And especially on the white people. White people are living a fake life. They can't just allow people to know they're living a fake life. The truth of the matter is that they're living a fake life. Why? Because the system made them look at themselves as the supremacists, as superior, even when they're not superior. White people look at themselves as superior at every single point, at every single thing they do. Even if they're doing it wrongly, they want to do it. They want to make the world know they're superior. They want to make the world believe they're superior. But indeed, they're not superior. A black person might be doing it better than them. They know very well a black person is doing better than them. They admire how better a black person is doing than them, but they can't embrace it. They can no longer accept it or say or put this black person at the limelight. Why? Because the system does not allow it. Or you fall into the system, you actually attach yourself to the system, you have lived knowing you are better, you have lived knowing you are greater, then it becomes difficult for you now to start accepting or for you to give a credit to a black person where or when a black person does it better than you do. We have power and control. They believe if we are actually the persons being talked about day in, day out, in the morning, at the noontime, in the evening, we're going to have power. Okay? But if black people begin coming to light, if we begin embracing the black people, we're going to lose power. Okay? We can't be accepted. We can't be actually endorsed. We can't be given the opportunity. We can't be given everything we need. We lose the privilege. Okay? That is what the system has been created and it has been made to do. But the truth of the matter is that we have black people who are humans to a point. They no longer give, they don't give a shit to all these things. You know what they say? Away with all your insights to this, away with all let me say the perfections you have on this, and what you're going to do right now is to live the life we want to live. So I'm not going to follow what the white culture or what the white system of looking at the black people as people that are maybe a little bit disqualified or disabled. I'm going to look at them the way I know them. That is why you're going to find out that there are white people today marrying, white men marrying black women getting married to black men, and the life continues. Some of them are ready even to leave their countries and go to a far country because they can no longer persevere. They feel like we are hurting ourselves. Black people, white people end up hurting themselves. Many of them are going now through depression. Many of them are suffering many problems, severe problems, because they're living a lie. They aren't living a truth life. They're living a life that was formulated by the system. They must live under this system for them to survive. The system is beginning to drain them. And that is why today you're going to walk around and meet a white person crying, because white people, they used to be protected by the system. Today, the same system that has been protecting them, it is now killing them with anger, killing them with high standards of living, killing them with things that are expensive, killing them with high taxation, and they can no longer take it. And because they've lived a life that is very simple and smooth, yeah, a small thing like that, it is now affecting them. Yet black people's resilience and adaptability cannot allow them to cry, cannot allow them to complain, because many times and many years they've been living under this kind of life for a very long time. It has taught them to become more stronger, to become more hard, to deal with it, given them skills on how to deal with issues like these ones when they come across, and therefore now they can be able to survive. Are you getting me? But because whites have lived in a lie of making them think they are superior, now small like things like this come, it is affecting them. So other white people have decided we can no longer continue living in a lie. And others, because of the pride and arrogance, they would continue hating on the black people because they can't be like black people. They admire being like black people. They want to be like black people. But because they can't get an opportunity of being like black people because of the system in place, they would end up now hating on black people. As I said, when a man is chasing a girl and he ends up not getting this girl, there are possible things that are going to come out. Number one, it is either accepting the fact and accepting to become a friend of this girl, or hating on this girl because of losing this girl. I've seen a couple of men who ended up hating ladies because they couldn't get them when they were hunting them. So, I can't be like a black person. I want to be like a black person. I love how they do things. I love how they do their sports. I love how they bring out their fashion. I love their culture. I love their kind of music and all that. I love their hip hop kind of song. I love how they bring themselves out. But if I be or try to be like them, I can't, because the system will judge me. The society will judge me. So what am I going to do? I can't get them, so I'm frustrated, so I'll end up hating all of them. It is like a woman with pregnancy, hating on her husband for nothing. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I will do my best to make sure I read all the comments and give a response where possible. I am the man, the African Streamline. You are best presenter every time and every moment. Don't forget to subscribe. We must be here every time for more and more episodes. Until next time, peace.